Good morning to one and all present here. I am SG Gopi from the 1987 batch of Chemical Engineering, and it's my privilege to welcome you all to the 252nd weekly webinar of AABN. Your presence today reflects not only your commitment to learning, but also your dedication to strengthening. With 6 years, AABN has grown tremendously, and this success is the result of the tireless effort of participants like you. We are proud to have representation from diverse domains today, and I want to take a moment to appreciate everyone who has contributed to making these webinars possible week after week. Together, we have built a platform that fosters knowledge, sharing, collaboration, and innovation. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest speaker for today's session, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Garg, founder and director of ARIA Eco-Friendly Resources.
நான் பாக்குறேன் என்ன போடுறீங்கன்னு ரெண்டு போச்சு.
Mr. Garg Mr. Garg is an entrepreneur, innovator, and sustainability leader with over 25 years of experience in renewable energy, clean technologies, and environmental solutions. He has spearheaded projects across solar energy, circular economy technologies, and water sustainability with RAF Group companies successfully executing more than 80 megawatts of solar projects across India. His initiatives also include large-scale solar water heating systems and pioneering waste-to-energy solutions through RAF Ecotech. He is a patent holder for air-to-water generation technology, and his startup was selected by Startup India to represent the nation at the World Economic Forum in Davos 2023. His work has earned recognition on national and international platforms, including being ranked among the top 10 global startups in the Innopreneur Season 9 competition. Beyond entrepreneurship, Mr. Garg contributes to academia as a visiting faculty and mentor at IIT Delhi, guiding students and entrepreneurs on sustainability-driven innovation. His insights have also been published in leading magazines such as Plumbing Today and Everything About Water. Today, Mr. Garg will share his perspectives on atmospheric water generator, humidity to humanity. This is a subject of immense relevance in our times as it addresses one of humanity's most pressing challenges, access to clean drinking water. Atmospheric water generation technology harnesses humidity from the air to produce safe, potable water, offering a sustainable solution for communities across the globe. This session promises to be both enlightening and inspiring as we explore how innovation can turn environmental challenges into opportunities for a better future. On behalf of AABN, I extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Sanjay Kumar Garg. We are honored to have you with us today and we look forward to your valuable insights. Let us all join in giving him our full attention and appreciation as he takes us through this fascinating journey from humidity to humanity. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Gopi sir. Thanks for the introduction. And thank you, everybody. Good morning. Myself, Sanjay Garg. I'm based out of Delhi NCR, basically in Noida. And so I think that I'll just try to make it more of a interactive session instead of a monologue, where I'll just start reading the presentations and the PPTs. So I think that let's make it in that way. So water is a subject which is very close to my heart, number one. And above all, I think that we all consider water as a free commodity. And that is really making it as a big issue, not only at an Indian front, but even at a global front. So as I knew that there is a lots of people who are already working in a water segment or worked in a water segment, even in this group. So I'll request that if there is anything wrong from my side has come out to be, so please correct me over there. Although that I try to make it as actual facts are there. So, sir, can you unmute yourself? There is some noises are coming up. Vishalji? Yeah,
Yes.
please. Thank you. So water ultimately, sir, we all know that the water is going to be a big crisis, but there is a possibility that we all can be a water independent. We all know that we in this blue planet, 79% is water, and only a 21% is the mainland. Still, we don't have a water to drink. We don't have a water to do our basic utilities. So when we talk about a 79% of the water, so I just ask you a few of things that we really think that water is a crisis, or is it just is a statement which has been over exaggerated by the business people, or maybe by the government or the policymakers? I don't know that. Do we really think? And if this is so, why it is? So if somebody will say yes, then maybe you can just write a one. Otherwise, two is again the negative. So maybe I would like to know more about this particular thing from you guys. You are a very, very senior and experienced people over here.
Yes, water is crisis.
So when we talk about a water is crisis, what it means? There
That
is a
means
79% water is there, na sir. Still water is
that,
crisis.
that
Why so?
means we hardly had sweet water. Mostly water is brackish, saltish water is there. All
Uh-huh.
sea water is saltish, and out of sweet water also, major portion of the water is polluted water because of human-made pollution is there. So like Yamuna, you see near Noida, I used to take bath when I was a child. Now you can't touch even the water. It is all completely polluted. So
Absolutely, sir. And when we talk about this one, so there is so many, maybe I'll just talk about the facts, which I don't know, we all know about it or not know about it, but at least we all come to know when we go through it. Uh, did any of you have faced water shortage recently? Or at least we are so privileged people that we think water is okay to us. So at least we have a sufficient water for us. So that's what that we. Are we facing water as a shortage, or it is for the tier two or tier three, or maybe the next generation people?
no, even now there is a shortage of water. We have to do a lot of water management. New subject has erupted. So the water is, everywhere it is not surface water, but underground water is going every day very deep. It is going, the level is going deep and deep, and we have to extract it. More horsepower is being used, so to extract the water, and a lot of challenges are coming day by day because of the irregular development of the urbanization and other things. Thank you.
Great, sir. And anybody else, sir?
Yes, sir. Vanakkam. I am Sadanandam Karur.
Yes,
In
sir.
fact, for agriculture in dry areas, no, it is a problem. It's a problem from for the past 50 years. You take, for example, Manaparai or other Sivaganga area, a lot of problems are there for agriculture.
Great,
Also,
sir.
also it is a very popular. People say in future wars will be fought on water only. Yes,
Sir, leave apart a future. Even
yes.
right now, there was a news which said that if Iran will start bombing on desalination plants of the Middle East, maybe a Saudi comes out to be a UAE, Bahrain. So their 80 to 100% of the water is through their desalinated plants. So they can cut down the water supply to them. So that's the scenario. And on the other side, if you look at the Iranian people, I have just seen that particular news that with their water, the groundwater has already been contaminated because of the various spillages of the oil, and the pipelines has already been damaged. So people are not getting a water. So that's a basic amenity over there where people are really need for survival. So if, so हम लोग तो सर मतलब we are talking about a future. So even that's a present scenario.
You are 100% right. Correct.
You're right, actually. Some of the cities they depend a lot on the rainwater, and in the months and in the years where you don't get much of the rainwater, even the cities have this water cut and then they have problems.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And
that's
in
what, sir, I said that we water is a life, yet it's least valued resource. So if we say that you need to pay at 2 rupees, 3 rupees a liter, people say that it's a free commodity for us. So they don't value that one. So this crisis is not for a future, but in present, as I said earlier.
Value paradox. Yes.
Yeah.
Sanjay sir,
Yes, sir.
the crisis is also, what should I use? Self-made or ecosystem-made? I think a little bit, because personally I feel they come up with many water treatment plants, many places. अनाउंस करने के बाद जेस्टेशन पीरियड यदि 2 साल है तो 7 साल तक खींचते रहते हैं. I say this with little bit of what should I say, with पूरा बताना नहीं बस. Since
No, no,
I have worked with what big water treatment turnkeys plans. The issue is there is corruption, number one. Number two, आउटलेट वाटर आने के पहले ही वो सामने वाला बैंक गारंटी लेके चले जाता है. ओके, सो वेदर इट इज WTP drinking water or ETP or STP, it is all under the ecosystem of several people. It could be suppliers, it could be this. Even I worked on French protocol projects, let's say Indo-French, it's worked in Yamuna Kaveri action plan, most of them, but it's मतलब यदि एक प्लांट 2025 में खत्म करना है विद अ पॉपुलेशन इंडिकेटर ऑफ सो एंड सो, वो तो इट्स सो बैकवर्ड दैट विद इन 2 years you have tripled the situation. So the crisis, either the planning is not there, or there is an intentional, or we are incapable of handling such a situation, whether storage or from the other is mindset. We are still not able to convert even sewage treated water into giving for green area, like say in golf courses, in many of this, still people don't have that this thing. So I think one is, it's not that we don't have awareness, but we don't have the dedication and the discipline to complete this. This is my personal feeling, but we are very keen to listen to you, Garg sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, absolutely, Malik sir, bilkul. Ultimately, it's a man-made situation, no doubt at all. Because of lots of urbanizations, industrial, and all those things, it has actually the polluted the resources we had it. If we look into our previous generations, so we can understand that they don't have these kind of challenges which we people are facing it right now. And definitely the population increase, which ultimately requires a more water also. Then coming out to be our own aspiration to be the world number one and all those kind of a things, which ultimately goes towards industrialization and urbanization. So looking all those factors, yes, it's a man-made. But so there are the solutions also. There are the solutions also, which probably again you said that fits the mindset, which is preventing us to go towards that side. And I'll just present it over here, a few things which probably will give us a more deeper thought process to us that we. Okay, sir. Before that, even before I'll go further, I'll ask you one more thing. We all know. Let's go with the alkaline water. So this is the terminology which we generally use it. So why we need an alkaline water? So, do anybody knows, or it's just a jazz term which somebody has again used it? So, alkalinity is a very, very commonly referred or a used terms in terms of a water.
Yes.
So why so?
Because alkaline is not good for human consumption, number one thing. And second thing, all metals, they have less life when they are dipped in that. So it decays. Even cement, if you use the alkaline water, the building construction, it is very faulty. All the layer of alkaline, saltish layer, it will come on the layer, and it will decay the steel and everything. The life will be shortened.
No, alkaline is required, sir. This is what we say. Alkaline is required for our body, but if alkaline is required, then the limestone is the most alkaline thing, which with the pH value of 14. Why can't we drink that one?
We need
Is it really
only,
good to have that water?
no. We need only pH value up to say 7 only when it is a neutral water. Anything more than that is not good for our bones. So they will decay, our bones will decay very soon. This is my perception.
Yeah, sure. I'll just brief you something. The basic knowledge which I do have it is that we, as you rightly said, that we pH 7 is a neutral one. The less than that one is basically towards the acidic side,
Yes,
and
yes.
that's where that we all are facing a problem of a gastric. If we are using a less than pH 7 value for drinking water, so that is not good for our own
No,
body.
that is not
And
good. Yes,
that's the one
yes,
thing. And if
yes,
we go beyond 8, that's again is not good for our own body, which
yes,
is
yes.
again a alkalinity. The
Little
we
alkalinity is healthy. Little alkalinity is
It's a
healthy.
healthy one if it is in between a range of a 7 to 8. So
Right,
we
sir.
use a terminology which is called a weak alkalinity.
Yes.
So why this is so is that we inside our body, whatever the system we have it, that is carrying a pH value in the range of around 7 to 8.
Correct.
Get less than that one, it's again start problem. It is not gelling it properly into our body, into our bloods, and into our other components. Same with the, if it goes beyond 8, it is not going to further gel it and start probleming our health issues. So when we talk about alkalinity, why we consider it any kind of a pH value in between 7 to 8 is considered to be as a healthy water or anything healthy to consume. Great, sir. So that's where that we I asked is, do you know that we your water source? What is your water source? That's what we know, that we got some water which has got a RO, and which we are drinking it. Is it really a? Do you trust its quality? Do you ever check it on your own? Except at the time when the RO guy comes and he changed the filter, and then you just he'll show you a one or two aspect which can be a TDS or a pH, and that's all. And then you'll say that we okay, the water which you are consuming is really a healthy or a quality water. Again, that's another thing that we which we need to rethink and need to work it out, that we what all we are consuming. Ultimately, we are playing with our own body.
Yes, yes, yes. Now many RO companies, they are claiming that they can adjust RO also, this pH value also. Like Japanese ROs are coming, they give up to 8 also. You can adjust, you can regulate that water pH, whatever you want. They, I don't know how far it is there, but they claim that they can give water more alkaline, more good for body. Thank you.
So water can be of a number of types. One, we use a word a tap water. Number two can be a bottled water, desalinated water, air water, ionized water, magnetic water. So these all are different kinds of a water is there. And when we talk about if we'll go deep into all these kind of a water and how the sources are there and how it is being processed, we'll come to know the various physical and the chemical properties of these water, and which is good for our body, when to consume it, how to consume it. So these all parameters or these all are the features which is required to work it out. Given an example, as you rightly said, the Japanese technology, which is not a RO, which is a ionized technology, which we all know about a brand name called a Kangen. Kangen water. That is a
Yes,
ionized water. So now
yes,
what
yes.
they do is that if we are using that particular water at the time of a dispense, when we are dispensing that water, it's very good for health. The moment you will keep that water for 4 to 5 hours, that water is just like a plain water. Given an example that if you're putting up one bottle in the evening and on your bed, or maybe you just take it to your office, and by the time that you are consuming it after 4 or 5 hours, so you are not consuming the same kind of water what you are looking for it. So there are so many things, how to consume it, when to consume it. So there are so many parameters are there which actually defines us that we how the water is. Thank you. As Anilji rightly said, we all know that 79% is a water, out of which 97% is ocean water. And so rest of the water, which is 97.5, rest of the water is 2.5%, which is a fresh water. But it is again frozen on the form of a glaciers. So it's less than a 1% water, which is a usable, not only for a human being, even for the birds and animals also. So we look at the way that there's a more than 7 billion people, and then lots of other animals and birds, they need that kind of a water. So that's the reason it is a crisis right now. If we look into the another global water reality, which comes out to be a more than 2 billion people who is actually lack of a safe drinking water. There is a climate change is again another aspect. And we all know that with this all reason is because of the urban stress increasing. So, so out of a 7 billion people, close to a one third, they do not have an access of a clean drinking water. That's really an irony. And so that's where that we consider that we something need to be done on this one. If we look into the Indian perspective, there's a 600 million people are affected with this particular water, which we are call it as a contaminated water or a polluted water, or they do not have a water. 21 cities as per the Niti Aayog, which has already been said that they are a dry cities. So they are considered as a risk depletion and all those things. So they are a dry cities. So those are the people, as Mr. Malik said, the dependency on the monsoons and other things for the. Sorry, Mr. Karur said. So this was regarding this for agri and all those things. So we are over dependent on the monsoons. So that's the fact about the Indian water perspective. So when we talk about a crisis word, it is means that we lack of a sufficient clean water or a usable or a other water, processed water. Demand is around 3 times more than the supply we have it. And when we talk about a water, it is not again only the accessibility, it is quality plus the accessibility. It's a both composition of both. So we are facing both the issues. We all know there are a certain areas even in India, consider an example of a Malda, Jharkhand, where there is an arsenic in the groundwater. And arsenic is nothing but a slow poison. And people are facing lots of problem. And I don't know whether you people are aware about it or not. In North India, there's a place called a cancer train from Bathinda to Bikaner, where everybody is a cancer patient and going to the Bikaner for their own treatment. Bathinda is a district in Punjab, and because of our industrialization and industrial waste, the water quality over there is so bad that every third person is facing a cancerous problem over there, and that is because of water only. If I'll again go further deep into, you know that when you are drinking a 1 cup of a coffee, it requires a 140 liter of a water to reach to you. It just looks like something that which we are not aware about it. One bowl of a rice is 2.5 KLD of a water.
Yes,
So when we
right.
talk about a coffee, it means that with the plantation,
Yes,
it
yes,
means the
yes.
transportations and all those are processed, the marketing and everything. If you'll just add on all the parameters and the water which has been consumed, this is coming out to be a 140 liter of a water which is being used. It is not that be something which I am saying it. It is in lots of research papers you will find out. One t-shirt needs a 2700 liter of water, so which we are doing it. So that's a hidden water, which we all, I think that we need to work it out, keep how water is so
Can I
precious
come?
for us. Yeah,
Can I
please,
come?
sir.
You see, when we are boasting that India is exporting lot of rice, that means we are not only exporting rice, we are exporting water only.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
And when we talk about that, we from where this water comes from, when we talk about a groundwater, it is coming from a tanker, municipals, pipelines, and all those things that we are getting this water that we all know. When we talk about a tankers, it's again inconsistency is there. You are dependent on a third party. When we talk about a municipal, it's again they say that we do not have the required amount of a water which we need it. And the pipelines, I think I don't need to tell, Mr. Goswami might be knowing it. These pipelines are which has been put up ages back, and they are right now is I don't know whether there's a leakage problem is there. There is a hell lot of an issue in terms of a pipeline management right now.
All corrugated.
Yes. So there is a damaged pipelines, and those are the rusted pipelines. And when the water comes through this pipeline, it got contaminated further. Over extraction, as you said, that we groundwater is going deeper and deeper further. We need a more horsepower to take out the water. But why we need an over extraction? It's because of the pollution, the climate change, and the urbanization. So these are the reason for the crisis, which I said. So when we look into an impact, the impact is our first is coming out to be around daily life. There is a water shortage, so ultimately it costs us more, and it costs us some kind of a stress to our life also. There are places in Delhi NCR, you might be knowing it, sir, that we the first morning in a day they have to pump out the motor and all those things, and that's their first job to fill their tank, or maybe a certain other places. Or they have to get up at 6 o'clock, switch on the maybe the point, and then say that we okay, their water need to be filled. So this is where that we even I lived a life around 20 years back, 15 years back. That's not talking about today's life. It's impacting on our health also. Because of this particular reason, there are lots of diseases. One I definitely said is cancer. But apart from that one, the common disease which we all are facing is the gastric problem, the gas. And 75% to 80% reason for the gastric problem is the water. Yeah, hi. So that's where that we this problem is there. The third is coming out to be the diarrhea. The fourth is coming out to be, which is again a majorly, and if the we start aging, the back problem. The back problem is because of lots of our fluorosis, it deposit into our spine, and that fluorosis is nothing. It's because of our water. So these are the back problem, gas problem. This is the very commonly observed health issues among the 40 plus people. This is what I'll say. So that's because of the water, and that's an impact which is there into our own life. Then comes out to be the economy. As rightly said, the agri dependency, we are dependent on the monsoons and other things. So even though that we know then based on the monsoon, we are dependent on particular type of a crop. Instead of we can just go with that all the time certain crops over there. The rising cost. So ultimately, this is certainly affecting our own economy also. Environment. There is a dry rivers. Uh, as we said, Yamuna has already been polluted. So the ultimately lots of gases are coming and goes into the environment also. Soil degradations, which we all know because of water. Water wastage through a various water treatment plant. There is a lots of water wastage happening, and ultimately, and lots of plastic is being used, which is again an environmental issue for all of us. So I think that we everybody knows about it when we use, and whenever we go out, we generally take a 1 liter of a bottle water. I'll not use a word a Bisleri, Kinley, Aquafina, whatever it is. This comes in a plastic bottle. So ultimately, what happens is that with this bottle comes in the exposure of a sun, in context to the sun and all those things at any point of time. And then I don't know whether you guys are aware about it or not. When any kind of a plastic which is exposed to the sun is started leaching out are nanoparticles of the plastic which goes into your water and you consume it. and it's a big health issue. That's another point, which is again, I'll say that which is happening and disturbing the whole environment. Then comes out to be the social impact, women empowerment. When we talk about a woman, this thing, so there are certain places where the ladies of a house, they travel miles to get a water. Or so maybe I'll use the word or empowerment wrong over here. So it just comes out to be that there is a social impact on that one, that the ladies or the childrens or even the men also, that they are traveling a lot, and I think I put it into a different context. Reduce conflict. It ultimately causes conflict over here. The people are fighting for a water. I'll put it into a different context. So now, because of all these reasons, as I said, that we are dependent on the third parties. If I'll ask you further, so one more thing, you knew it that we all know that earlier, power and the water, these two are the basic things for everybody, and it was a centralized system. When we talk about a power, it was coming from a grid or from a discom earlier. Not, I'm not using it right now. Same with the water, it comes from the municipal. So when we are dependent on a third party over here, which is a centralized system over here, and we talk it that we okay whenever it will come from them, it's okay. When the taps becomes dry, it's okay. Or when there is no grid, no power, it's okay. So we'll talk to the grid people and we'll ask them. So now the different kind of a technology started coming up. So the people have started moving from a centralized to a decentralized system. So when we talk about a decentralized system, so it means that we become our own producer. Either it's a power producer or a water producer.
Sir, one input here, sir, Sanjay sir. This is one of the biggest issue also. In a city like Chennai, 30 mld of water is distributed only through tankers. And you know who are these people who take these tankers, who make these tankers and supply. This is one of the biggest issue, that the water does not reach to the place at the right time.
Absolutely.
30 mld in Chennai itself,
So why
per
we
day,
are
per
dependent
day,
on, sir? So
per
that's the
day,
question
sir.
comes out to be, why we are dependent on a third party. That's the question which I have it. We'll know the problem, and that's the question which I just right now. That's the point which I just made it right now. That when there is a third party dependency, it means that it means clearly that you are giving your own life to somebody's hand. So
There is
that's
a
what I will say.
there is a big mafia.
That's absolutely, sir. I don't want to use this word, but actually it's a
No.
mafia.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Instead of, yeah, so yeah, very true, very true.
So that's where that I'll say that so we have a no control on them. What kind of a water it comes out to be, we have no control on that also. When it comes, we have no control, and ultimately the third party dependence. And as I said, there is a risk for the dependency. It's a supply failure. It's a price spike. We don't have a choice when they start saying that the prices has increased, and quality risk. And above all, as I just now mentioned around just 15-20 minutes back, that if we have a desalination plant at one location, somebody bomb it, and so then what we will do? We don't have a water. That's again a dependency on a third party. Either it can be a government party or a municipal party. Why to dependent on them? We are at a business risk. The downtime time increases, which ultimately go for a risk losses and the operational risks also. So there are a certain process industry is there. Given an example of a petrochemical industries, pharma industries, and lots of industries are there. When we talk about these days, we're talking about a word called a green hydrogen. And there is a lots of policies and the mission is coming up towards that side. But we all know that how much water we needed for that particular green hydrogen. I'm a big fan. In fact, that we am in favor of a green hydrogen, but I'll tell you that there is a certain ways to go for it also. Then when we talk about a green hydrogen, it means that you have to have a distilled water for the electrolysis purpose. So and the quantum is huge. Huge means a huge. So what we are saying is that why can't we have water independence, as I said? Why there can't be a decentralized water over there? Why you are not a producer of your own water like a power through a solar? So you can generate it at your own house, at your own factory, at your own offices, at your own place. I'll put it into that way. You know that what kind of a quality of a water you are producing it and consuming it. Definitely, sir. Rainwater harvesting is another aspect that which we all definitely emphasize to that one. That's another way of storage of a water and uses it. But when we talk about a drinking water, so when we talk about a drinking water, so I'll say that let's concentrate on just thinking what kind of a water we are drinking it over there. What type of a water we are consuming it, what quality of a water we are consuming it. That's really important. And when we know that it's not only for a drinking purpose, it can be for your kitchen activities, for other things also. And we all know that there is a lots of hair losses is happening because of using that quality of a water which we are using it right now. As Mr. Anandam said, the traditional methods are a rainwater harvesting. It's a recycled water where we can store it. Definitely, yes. But there is a limitation for that one, which I say it's a seasonal one. It's a infra heavy. You need to have a space constraint over there. So that's the reason that I mentioned it. So, but yes, this is really a good way wherever the monsoons are there, the rainfall is good, then why not? Yes.
Can I come?
Yeah, please, sir.
You see, this is a very good thing, rain water harvesting. But unfortunately, the constraints are most of the rainwater harvesting structures are, just showpieces. They
Absolutely.
are they are not done perfectly, and they are done by all, these illiterate type of people, and they have their own thumb rules, and they do it. Yes. Thank
So
you.
the purpose of doing the rain harvesting is considered to be that they are fulfilling basic government requirement just to do that one. So they know that they need to make a
Abs-
7 pits or 8 pits. That's all. So they
Absolutely.
don't
Absolutely.
religiously they don't follow that one. And you rightly said that that also requires a lot of maintenance also. So when we use a word of future need, that we call it which can be a scalable, on demand, and it has to be a decentralized. I'm a big fan of a decentralized system where the dependency on a third party is not there for anything. If I can be a producer of something, then why not? So there are a certain smart systems are there, and then it comes out to be a AWG, which we use a word atmospheric water generator. So this is the solution which right now for that I will always go for it. I don't know most of the people know about this air water or not, but I'll just put in something like this way. When we talk about a AWG concept, it's getting a water from air, and there is a lots of myth is there that the air is itself is a polluted one. How can we get a pure drinkable water out of it? That's another queries. which generally comes. The second one is coming out to be it's a costly one. It's a energy consumed one. I've seen in the chat box there was a first question came out to be regarding the energy consumption. So which I'll just explain it right now. And so when we talk about a water from air, it is that how much is the water inside the air in terms of a humidity that defines that we can get that water for our consuming. So yes, it based on how much water or how much is the humidity factor in certain areas. The yield or the production of the water based on that particular things. Like in solar, we know that we how much radiations we are falling it at a certain location. So it varies from a one location to another location. But we all know that the humidity is always higher in the evening hour to the morning hours. Yes, in a daytime it varies, but it is always higher during uh, and when we talk about a high humidity, it is not a high humidity. This machine start producing water even at a 35% of a humidity, which generally you will find out everywhere. But yes, high the humidity, more the yield it will be. So consider an example in Chennai or a Pune or Mumbai or a southern part, the eastern part of the countries, wherever the coastal area is there or wherever the high altitude is there. Given an example in northern part of the country is J&K, Himachal, Uttarakhand, or maybe it comes out to be the northeastern part of the country. This machines are producing a great water. It's a huge amount of water. And so even if you are getting a humidity close to a 50% or a 40% even further, you are getting still a decent amount of water at that location, which can fulfill your water requirement also. And as I said, the second query which always generally comes that we pollution in the air. I think when we talk about a rain harvesting, when we talk about a rainwater, and we consider it as a pure water. Why so? Because pollution is always in terms of particles, while the water inside the air is in form of vapors. So we condense the vapors, not the particles over there. And when we take out that particular vapors, the particle remains suspended over there. And whatever we get it is really a pure water. And yes, that when we talk about further about this particular technology, it's again a myth which says that it's a high technology. Yes, technology is there and it's improving day by day. But there are people, there are expertise which exist in the market. Even AC is also a technology. We all are using it. There's a lots of technologies out there. I think Mr. Malik was just mentioning it over there about a technical part. But yes, there is a lots of refrigeration is again a technology. But we need to work it out and focus on that what we are getting it out of it. Let the tech part to be handled by the expert people over there. So why AWG? There is no borewell is required, no groundwater dependency or a depletion. So we don't need to find out how much horsepower is required to take out the water. You don't have the dependency on the tankers. There is no damaged or a rusted pipelines. The water quality is clean and the weak alkaline. It's in the range of around 7.2 to 7.85, 7.8, something like this way, and full of minerals. So RO will not tell you about minerals, they will only tell you about a TDS and pH. But this water is full of minerals you can find out at any point of time. It's a healthy water, as I said, and it's economical to the bottled water also. It's very economical to the bottled water. And the best part is that you are saving lots of water footprints. We all know to get a 1000 liter of a water at home, so ultimately we need a 5 to 7000 liter of a water which starts from. We further treat it, we further do lots of processes out of it, and then only we'll get a 1000 liter of water. So in this particular case, you don't require any kind of, so you are contributing towards the environment also, as well as it goes more of into a sustainability aspect. For any kind of organizations, it comes out to be in the form of the green buildings, and it can work it out net zero water and all those things. It can promote towards that side. SDG 6 sustainability goals. So these are the parameters that we, in terms of are related to environmental, it really helps you to get it. So when we talk about a cost of a water generation and the energy requirement, the cost of a water generation inclusive of the power cost is less than 2.5 rupees to 3 rupees per liter based on the location as well as the power cost at that particular location. It's less than 3 rupees. Even if we are using a 20 liter of a water bottle of a Bisleri, I'm not talking about a local one, which is costing close to a 75 to 80 rupees a liter, then will cost you close to a 3.5 to 4 rupees a liter if we go into this one. And that again comes in a plastic bottles, which has further been exposed to the sun. And you don't know that when it has been packed also. At that particular thing, you're dispensing the water the moment you'll start producing it. So you know all those kind of a plus parts are there. So the use cases can be definitely for the drinking purpose. It's just a plug and play. You don't require any kind of installation. Number one. It's a wheel mounted is there in the machine. You can transport the machine from a one location to another location at any point of time. So there is no setup cost, not at all. But it's just that you just plug it, you start getting a water. Today you are putting it into the balcony of your house. Tomorrow you are putting it into the some other location, maybe a pantry. It's okay. So this way that way it is. So no installation cost. When we talk about a maintenance cost, yes, there is a some amount of a maintenance cost, which generally you take it close to a 5% of the total machine cost. It just comes out to be a very, very cheap or economical. Rather, cheap is the wrong word. It's very economical. So use cases is drinking water. There is a certain kind of a input water required for the process industries, as I said, pharma, petro, green hydrogen, even the liquor industry also. The live breweries and all those things where 95% is a water inside that particular beer. And then it comes out to be a community water or the rural waters. Over here, I want to mention it helps you to get the women empowerment. It reduces the conflict because you can put up a machine in some kind of in a community or in some rural areas and consider it as a water ATM. Let somebody operate it, some ladies operate it, and they'll start earning out of it. So in that way, it can work it out. And you can use it. We all know that with all kind of a five-star hotels, they shifted from a plastic bottle to the glass bottles. Now what they are doing it is they have their own bottling plant. They're using a RO water. They fill it, they clean it, they sanitize it, they label it, and they cap it. So instead of a RO water, you can tell them that okay, sir, we can give you the same bottled water to you with this particular thing. So that is also that they are started doing it. As I said, financial perspective, the lower life cycle cost, the machine durability is close to a 12 years to 15 years. Nothing is happening to these machines for another 15 years. We know the predictable expenses in terms of a power cost as well as the maintenance cost. I said that we less than 2.5 to 3 rupees is the cost per liter you will start getting it. And ROI potential. If I'll ask you that there is a Himalayan kind of a bottle which we are getting it in the form of pink color, which is costing close to a 65 rupees to 100 rupees a liter. So in the market, we are getting a bottled water in range of around 4 or 5 rupees to 400 rupees or 500 rupees. When we talk about the quality of the water, that's the price of the water. When we talk about the quality of a water, I can guarantee you, you can match because we have lots of water test reports with us. It matches in terms of a mineral content, in terms of alkalinity contents and the TDS with a 100 rupees plus water bottle cost. So it's just that quality of a water you are getting it. It definitely have a CSR impact. So it provide water access to those areas where people are really either they have a polluted or a contaminated groundwater or they don't have a water. So these kind of a things are there. So it can help you over there. Sustainability aspect, as I mentioned, community benefits, they are getting it. Water positive, net zero water, and it's not, so there is no water footprints over there that we reduce water footprints, the brand leadership in terms of so the green buildings and all those things. So when we talk about a 2500 liter per day system, it is yes sir, Anilji, you want to say something?
Yeah. Sir, what is ESG? ESG, last slide. What before?
Sir,
ESG.
ESG is basically that we all know environmental social governance values. So it's a concept which is going towards that we how much of a total environmental impact is there, how much is the governance impact is there
Thank you.
towards this particular any of the product which we are going into it today, either going for a building. So what kind of a green building is there? How and what kind of a compliances you are using it, even for power also, even for water also, even for waste also, for everything. So lots of
Thank you.
compliances comes out to be over there, and so those are the things that we need to work it out towards as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, considering a 2500 LPD system, you are getting close to a 9 lakh liter of a liter, 9 lakh liters of water per year, and you are saving close to a 300 plus tankers saved. And apart from that, when how much plastic you have saved, that's another thing. How much water footprints you have saved, that's another aspect. So there is a lots of impact is there when we look into. And again, I'm saying that sir, cost we will discuss separately, if it is okay to also. I think that
Sure, sure, sure.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
share my numbers over here. So we can discuss it separately in terms of a cost factors. But I can tell you one thing: you will get your money back within 2.5 years time frame. Whatever the cost is there, which includes your power cost, maintenance cost, as well as the machine cost. So you'll getting your money back within less than 3 years time frame.
Sir, can I ask one question?
Yes, sir, please.
See, normally Tamil Nadu type of areas are actually high humidity areas. Sir. Suppose like where these plateau areas are there, no, like I'm in Mysore, Bangalore, and all now, where the humidity is very much less actually. Humidity will be in terms of maybe, see, if you talk about RH, it may be 20, 30 or something like that. If you talk about absolute humidity, maybe 10, 15 only it will be percentage. So will it be effective even in these areas?
Sir, I have a lots of machines which is already working in Bangalore. If you just talk about this thing even right now. And as I said that when we talk about RH value over here, so RH varies throughout the day. It's not the same. During the daytime, it can be lesser, but during the evening hours to the night hours, it's always going to be higher. What happens is when there is a moisture in the air and then there is a sun rays are there which dry down that moisture from the air. So the total humidity comes down. But in the evening or at night hours, you'll find that the humidity is very high. And when we talk about an area like a Bangalore, I have a data with me which says that we, on an average, we are getting close to a 55 to 65% is the RH value in terms of in the location which you are mentioning about.
Is it throughout the year?
Yeah, it's an average we talk about. It's just we talk about whenever we talk about any numbers, it varies. In there must be a certain months where the humidity is higher. There must be a certain months which we can talk about that way the humidity is on the lower side. But on an average, it comes out to be that we close to a 55 to 65 RH it comes out. It's a yearly based data which we have it.
So the machine can take care of even this
Yeah,
scarcities.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. It's already producing a water. People are happy over there. I'll just tell you that a very good example is Toyota.
Okay.
Toyota
Okay.
Bangalore, our machine is over there. Now they are coming up another warehouse that we have a machine in their main plant, and they are now coming up with another warehouse in Chennai. They asked us to provide them another machine in Chennai further. They're pretty
Hmm.
happy. We have a machine in Bangalore, not exactly in Bangalore. It's a Timkur and Pavgoda, something
Hmm.
like this way. So those are the areas. There is certain kind of a ladies hostel is there. I still remember those are the locations. So our machine is working perfectly all right. People are happy over there.
Hey, one small spin-off thought before I forget. I wanted to tell. Sorry for my interruption.
Yeah,
Actually,
please, please, sir.
see, we have huge cooling towers in which predominantly water only is being used for cooling. You know that very well, correct? Now, so by using water, the water gets evaporated, or otherwise that molecular exchange takes place actually due to the hygroscopic these things. You get actually almost thousands and thousands of liters of water getting evaporated along with this hot air. The hot air gets cooled and then the water goes inside and then finally it becomes suitable for atmospheric this thing. Now, can we use your system there for dehumidification and then getting back that water?
Yes. Number one is this. I think that we good. You just raised this point. These machines not only acting as a water generator, these machines are acting as a dehumidifier as well as air purifier. So it's a three-in-one concept is there with these machines. When we talk about the cooling towers and all those kind of a things, yes, you're right that given an example, lots of a steam is also coming up, which is further being converted into the water. But those are not the water which we can actually drink it. We have to do lots of further processes to make it a drinkable water and make it a water that we. And secondly, it comes out to be when we talk into a HVAC concept over here. Given an example of an AC, one AC uh, of a 1.5 ton. That is giving close to a 24 to 25 liter of a water, the wastewater. While the kind of a process we do with these machines, as somebody asked me that lots of tech is involved, so that's right. With the same kind of a compressor, we are getting close to 100 liter of a water. That calls the energy efficiency. That calls that we how efficiently you are taking out of water from here and how much you are taking out of water. So all those kind of parameters and the technicalities are there, but yes, basic concept is the same, which is called as condensation or the vapor compression technology. Either it can.
Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are definitely manufacturing and we have already installed this machine. Somebody is asking me, Mr. Raghavanji is asking me, and but we are generally making it from 100 liter to a 10,000 liters of a machines per day. So when we talk about 100 liter to 10,000, so which is not actually meant for a household drinking water, maybe for a household. It can be for in a B2B market or maybe for in offices. maybe for your community, like somebody is sitting in the club, so it can be used for a club also, and everywhere that we can
Or
use it.
even large societies, I mean,
Yeah, large societies.
where they have water shortage, they can have a
Absolutely, sir.
combined one, it will be very economical for them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, sir. So this is where that we, so you becomes your own water producer again, dependent on these things. Yeah, for absolutely, sir. This is for society uses and others. So what I say is that crisis is actually a real. There is a dependency risk is there. And if we can be an independent, as I said, in Middle East market or in a place like Iran, if they are a power producer at their own house, at their own locality, at their own house, offices, so probably whether there is a groundwater contaminated is there or a pipeline water is not there. So all these things actually can be taken care and they are not right now worrying about for their own survivals. People can actually people can actually maybe live without food for a couple of days, but not with the water. So that's one thing which I'll always say. So, sir, my only thing is rethink about a water strategy for your own, and please make sure what all you are drinking instead of whatever comes to us we start drinking, and lead sustainability, water independence, and all those kind of things. Thank you, sir. From my side, anything from you? I think there is a one Mr. NSM has just. Water from humidity is novel in many South American countries practice. The issue in India could be aerosol atmospheric dust. Sir, as I said right now, I'll just give an example. A place in Delhi after Deepavali, the next day in Deepavali is one of the most polluted day versus a location in any of the European country, given an example in a Swiss location also. If you are taking out of water at the same day at both the different locations, or maybe you can put up a machine in any of the chemical gases or in any of the chemical factory also, so the water quality is more than 90% same. So the it is not all the points you mentioned, it aerosols, atmospheric dust, low level of gases and all those kind of things, they are not in the vapors, sir. They are into the particles form, they are into the atmosphere in the other way. So we only condense the vapor part out of it. And again, sir, I'll say one thing. Whenever you go with the water test reports from any location or for the water which you consume it, let's not at all dependent only on a TDS and pH. Please look for their uh, E. coli, bacteria, viruses, and other tests also. Let's look for a clear picture of what all you are consuming. Ultimately, it's a matter of your own health. That's what I always say. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Sanjay. Thank you very much for the
Thank you,
excellent
sir.
session. Yeah, we'll keep the floor open for question and answers now. Participants, you may please unmute and ask your questions. Yes, sir. Ravindranath, sir, please go on, sir.
No, yeah, thank you, Mr. Sanjay. It's been a good presentation, though I
Thank you,
missed
sir.
a little bit of it in the middle. I had to take a call. Are you also exporting some of these units to Middle East?
Yeah, we are doing it.
Sunday phone பண்ணிருக்கேன் அந்த electric.
Okay, that's good. And then you said that actually mainly on vapor compression and then also the compressor system for that, right? Process
Yes.
is quite simple. And then how many units you are sold in India by now?
So we have started manufacturing these machines close to a 19 or maybe around 2 months back.
Oh, 2 months.
2 years back, sorry.
Two
I'm
years,
sorry.
sorry.
2 years back.
2 years is
And
also pretty recent.
we have already sold close to 45 to 50 machines as of now of a different capacities. Since our capacity is bigger, so generally it has gone to their factories, to offices, not to the household.
Yeah, I think so, because this would be more economical if you have in the in a community level and a larger consumption level, not just an individual household. I think that's going to be. Second, you have anything operating in Mumbai area, in this Pune, Mumbai?
So we have machines, lots of machines in Chennai. We have a machine. I'll just brief you that where my machines have generally gone. We have a machines in Bangalore. We have a machines in Hyderabad. We have a machine in Madurai. We have a machines in Tirupur, in Vijayawada, Hubli, Bhubaneswar, Kolkata. Then comes out to be IOCL, where in few refineries, considering it as a northeast also in Assam also. Then in northern part, it has gone to Bathinda. It is in Delhi and the few more places which I don't remember right now.
It's like you're not come to the western side at all.
I've
The way
not
you
reached
said.
to the western side right
But
now, so it's majorly
banks have
towards
been
the
south.
southern and the eastern part of the country where we
That
have worked.
shows that where the water shortage problems are there for the industries also. I mean, the way.
Sir, when we talk about BMC water and all those kind of a things, people over there, when we just been to that place, people were pretty happy with that particular water.
No, it's fine. It's like Mumbai, it's a different story altogether. But when you go into the other regions in western side, they do have the same problem, similar kind of
I think that there is a discussion going on with the World Trade Center with Pune.
in Pune.
Pune.
Good. So your feedback, I mean, 2 years you have sold quite a lot of units, I see. And feedback is good. Any
That's very good, sir.
complaints and then
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Do
That's
we
very
are
critical for all of us. I mean, you need to
so
know.
we have a lots of touch wood that we have lots of decent and positive feedback which we got it from our clients as of now. And we are pretty, you'll take it focused that we any kind of a problem which they incur or which they just face, it has to be sorted out within around 48 hours to 72 hours.
Very good.
In Chennai, you have in office buildings or
We
factories?
have in a municipal school also. In Chennai, sir, we have a lots of machines are there. I think I don't know, Mr. P.S. Natesh ji is there or not right now.
PS is not, Natish is not there.
He is not there.
Is it is in our office? It is. I'm working for Chennai Petroleum. In our corporate office, I have seen two machines.
You have seen that one.
Yeah,
That's great, sir. So, Mr. Natesh, right now, he is from Chennai only,
Yeah.
and he takes care of our that location. And
I even tasted that water.
sorry,
No, go on.
So the operating cost is how much per liter? For example, the Chennai petroleum machine.
sir, if we look into a Chennai, the tariff cost is bit high in terms of industrial part. If I'm not wrong, that is close to 11 to 13 rupees per kWh. And so for 1,000 liter of a machine, which is coming out to be with around 10 kilowatt of a load, which runs around 18 hours a day. So now coming out to be that way, it comes out to be less than a 3 rupees a liter, which is definitely that way the cost of a power, maintenance, and others.
That's good.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
I am Sadanandam.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I would request you to study one more thing. In South America, Chile, some Atacama like that, some thing is there, where it is a drought affected area. There they have a lot of facilities like this, but it is not the machine. They say some sort of uh, material is stopping the winds or something like that, and then it get cold in the night. Probably you can study that, you can find out. I heard the information, but probably you are in that line, you can think about it.
Sir, if you can share me a location, at least the details, if you have it, so definitely I would love to
That
study
is
that.
Atacama. That's what
Atacama.
they say. Atacama. That is in Chile or somewhere in South American countries where there is no rain even for years together. Something like that.
Okay.
They say they collect a lot of water from the in the night from the air.
So that's another kind of if we'll talk about a water from air, there is a two or three different kind of a technologies which happens. One, as I said, the vapor compression technology. The another is a wet desiccant technology. In that case, what happens is there is a certain, given an example of a silica. What happens is that it stores the moisture in the air. It just stores the moisture in that particular silica, this thing, and it releases it when it comes in contact with the sun rays. So
Hot
you'll
air,
start
hot
getting the
air.
water out of it. Yeah, hot air. So then what happens is it just start releasing that particular moisture or maybe in the form of a water. So that's happening. The third technology says you'll see lots of meshes are there. It's just a big areas are required. So lots of mesh are there. So people are doing it is that the dew which comes out to be in the evening hour or in the morning hour, it got collected over there. At the bottom of it, there is lots of collectors are there in the form of a tankers and all those things. That also you can do that one. So there's a different kind of a
Yeah,
technologies are there.
we used to call it as impingement separators, which we put outside the scrubbers actually.
Sorry, come again. I'm sorry.
We call it as impingement separators,
Yeah.
where actually the dews carrying gas will impinge over this wire mesh, and then the
Yeah.
water particle gets slowly collected over this wire mesh, and then once it
Yes.
grows in size, actually because of its weight, it falls down.
That's right, sir. So that's what I'm saying, that there's a lots of technologies which exist, and
Yes, sir. That's what I request you, because you are in the line. I would request you to study that. In Atacama, this sort of technology only used. Whether this can be tried in our Western Ghats or even the Eastern Ghats, where humidity will be more, and then in the night it can be harvested. That's the idea behind it. Thank you.
oh,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll definitely do that one and come back to you on this one. I have just shared my numbers and the email ID in the chat box.
Where are you based, sir? In Delhi?
Yeah, sir. I'm based out of Noida.
Noida. Yeah, just please share. Yeah, your numbers are there. Okay, good.
And typically, how much time you require to manufacture a machine?
Sir, it depends on that which capacity you're looking for it. There is a certain stocks are always there with us. And given an example of 100 liter, 500 liter stocks are always there. And if you look into the any other capacity, so that will able to provide it to you within 4 to 6 weeks time frame.
Oh, 4 to 6 weeks. Your factory is in Noida, is it? Or where is your factory?
Sorry?
Where is your factory?
It's in Noida.
Noida.
Yeah.
Sanjay, excuse sir.
Yes, sir.
If we want to visit factory, is it possible? Hello.
So Goswami is asking whether he can visit the factory.
Sanjay ji.
Hello. Yeah. Please, sir. Most welcome.
So
I'm sorry, I just missed that query. Yeah, I'm
no,
sorry
no.
about that one.
So I'm not able to note down your number. Can you speak, please?
It's a 9811779299.
9811779299.
That's right. And another number is 964300
Yes, sir.
2028.
9643002028.
That's right, sir. And my email ID is Sanjay, SANJAY @ ARYAV eco.com. ARYAV.eco.com.
Eco.com.
I'll just put it again.
Yes, sir. Excellent talk.
Thank you, sir.
Normally, Sanjay ji,
Yes, sir.
Any product in market or any services come, so we try to evaluate in four things from emotional value. First is structural anxiety. Second is expressive anxiety. Third is conventional, that is social anxiety. And the fourth one is the future anxiety. So in future, how the product it is going to serve us in case of any problem or service. And structural anxiety means is the cost, it is feasible for us, and so will it work in our that type of anxiety, it will not fail soon. And expressive what or social means what the people they really love it to attach it. So mostly we try to do it.
Great, sir.
And I think your product, it is a really unique type of product. At least I didn't have knowledge of this thing. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you.
Hi Sanjay, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Nikamji. Hi.
Yeah, this is Suprasad Mukam. I'm based in Mumbai and EHSS professional and the safety auditor approved by state government.
Okay.
And total 36 years of experience work with mainly with all MNCs like Pfizer, GSP, Unilever and all.
Sir, can I see your picture also?
Let me try. If you're able to see. Is it
Great,
visible?
sir.
Yeah. So I was auditor and still I am auditing. My question on this groundwater extraction. So normally, what kind of regulations are there to see the groundwater extraction? Normally, one is CGWA approval.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, it varies based on the industry to industry. Those kind of so when you're looking for a green building or when you're looking for an export oriented building or when you're looking for a IT parks, you are not allowed to groundwater at all. And then you need to go with the pollution board also. Even if that you have to do that one, there is a pollution board which plays a role over there. And CWI definitely, yes, that they are the one who plays it. So these are the one which I am aware about it. Maybe more compliance oriented guy can help you out in a much better way. So pollution board and CWI definitely, yes, then I know it. That and there is a certain location where it is not at all allowed to do pump out the water also.
So during my stint at the GST, I was auditing particular region in Hyderabad where water shortage was there, and a lot of people it was depend on the external agencies, and but they never checked whether that person has got the license or it is unauthorized. But most of the cases were unauthorized only.
That's what it is happening in India, sir.
Yeah.
So that's true, sir. This is what it is happening, and but I think that with the government is in the coming months or years, they are putting up a more stringent regulations towards that side, and they want to be a more watchful that we who is doing what, considering water as one of the scarce things in the world right now, and particularly in this country also. So there's lots of policies which are coming up, lots of regulations which are coming up. And let's see that we till how long anybody can do that kind of a things.
I'm sorry, I was traveling, so I joined late, almost 40 minutes after that. So I missed your important part of first 40
I
minutes.
think
So
there is
I'm
a
not sure.
recording is there, so maybe
Yes,
you can
yes,
listen.
recording is there. I will share it, Nikam.
Yeah, that will be great. And do you have any website? I can see Sanjay, your email ID.
ARYAVICO.com, sir. Arya, I'll just share it over in the chat box.
Yeah. So very interesting, and I will definitely connect with you.
It's just there. Oh, sorry, yeah, just not properly written.
Okay, got it. Just take the screenshot. Good.
NSM, would you like to add something, sir?
Thank you, Sanjay.
NSM.
Are there any systems in Coimbatore that we can visit?
I have machines in Tirupur. I have a machine in Madurai. Tirupur is there, which I am well aware about it, that guy is using it, and I'm just started getting some kind of a feedback from that guy also. Maybe you can do that one, or maybe I'll send a person over there just to understand your requirement also. So howsoever you are okay with that one, it's okay too.
Yeah, I'll connect with you.
Yeah, you just message me, ma'am. So probably I'll share you the number of the guy who is in Tirupur.
Sure. Okay.
संजय साहब,
Yes, sir.
ये स्क्रीन शेयर आप उठा दो, स्क्रीन शेयर.
Yeah, I think it's correct.
This is good now. Everybody now can see each other. बहुत अच्छा, very good, very good.
Thank you, sir. I hope that something new has, because since you all are so learned and experienced people over there, so I don't know whether I could add some value over there or not. So
No,
I tried.
Sanjay Saab, zero knowledge in this area. Zero. Only today we came to know.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Sanjana?
Yes, sir.
Sanjana, you have a question, Sanjana? Professor Sanjana?
We heard about these systems earlier, but then the success of this, as you mentioned, is pretty redeeming the whole kind of doubts one had about the AWGs. And you sold so many units in the last 2 years. That's commendable. I'm sure that.
Sir, I'll tell you, earlier the technology were a little premature, number one. And number two is, even right now, if you actually looking into the manufacturer in India, there are a very few. Rest all are is just doing the stamping and selling it into the market.
Right.
And how much they are focused towards the service part, because that service and the maintenance part is really a very, very important over here. If you don't do that one, then you can't blame the technology if we have not done the service.
Like your water filters are regular service.
I'll tell you, sir, with these
machines,
you need to change few filters once in a 6 month. Few filters you need to change once in a year.
Okay.
You don't need to change a very frequently
That's
filters and all those things.
Because India also is expected. I mean, Chennai has shown already. Chennai is the first one in India to have had during Jayalalitha as Chief Minister time a desalination plant. So,
Sir, I'll tell you one more thing. In a place like Chennai or Coimbatore and all those things, when you're talking about, there is a salt inside the moisture. If you are putting up a machine, which I have seen it most of the places in Chennai, they have a powder coated or a galvanized iron machine outer body, which got rusted over a period of time.
Okay.
So then you can't blame the technology. It's that way somebody who has put up a machine over there. I will recommend, if you are in a Chennai, look for a stainless steel machine outer body. Inside there is always a SS wherever the water touches. And while even outer body, it has to be a stainless steel, so that the impact of any kind of an salt water or salt in the air should not be on your material.
Yeah.
Sanjay Saab, so do you have various sizes also for home user, for association?
Sir, we have a various sizes starting from 100 liter to 10,000 liters, but not
Excellent.
for a 20 liter, 25 liter or a 50 liter.
No, whatever minimum, 100 liters.
It's 100 liter is the smallest one, where I'll talk about a floor size required is close to 1 meter by 1 meter.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Considering a thousand liter machine, where the floor size is required close to a 2.2, 2.5 meter by 2.2, 2.5 meter.
Yeah. But you can regulate also. You can switch off 2 days, then on it.
Yeah.
Then you
Absolutely.
can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We are coming up with the 3 different models of any machine.
Yes.
One is with, as I said, GI outer body.
Yes, sir.
Where this kind of a salt is not there. So second is with a completely stainless steel body. Third is with the IoT system, which is an optional one, where you can switch on, switch off the machine from your phone itself. You
Yes,
can
yes.
find out the parameters of the water quality You
Yes,
can
yes.
find out the maintenance, preventive maintenance, and the features that we went to change the filters and all those kind of things, and
Yes.
how much water has already been taken out. So all those parameters you can see through those IoTs.
So can't we use this PVC type of material instead of steel? That would be cheaper.
PVC, sir, again, I'm against the plastics and all those kind of things, number one.
Okay.
So when we talk about a water, sir, we want to keep everything out of this one. Number two is when you look into a PVC or any kind of a plastic component, you have to prepare the molds and all those things.
Yes, yes.
Good.
And then when it is a mold, you don't need to change it. You need to open it up regularly and all those kind of a things. So it comes out to be a one panel, another panel, third panel, fourth panel. So it comes out to be in this one. The energy requirement for a 100-liter machine is a 1.7 kilowatt, which runs for 18 hours a day.
All right. All right.
The capacity, what you're saying is right through the day means it has a storage capacity.
It's a storage tank is there inside.
It's 100 liters in 18 hours. What you mean? Am I right?
We
100 liters, it's a 1.7 kilowatt, which runs generally 18 hours a day. In fact, in the machine, there is a system which says 40 minutes it runs, 20 minutes is the cooling time.
Okay.
So it runs accordingly. So automatically machine will switch off after 40 minutes of run. And so that's where that we mentioned.
Produces about 100 liters in 18 hours.
Yes, we can put it at the rooftop.
You can put it anywhere, sir, but not
Yes.
into the AC area.
Yes, AC
Yeah.
area, no.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
So in your office buildings or commercial building, it's normally outside, huh?
In your pantry, in your anywhere that you want to put it at the
Always
reception,
outside.
anywhere you can do that one.
It's mostly centralized AC, the whole building is air conditioned.
We have.
You have to put it outside.
Sir, we can do one more thing. This is what we are just doing it even for HCL OMR facility in Chennai. What is there that they're putting up a machine on the rooftop.
Okay.
And at each and every floor, they are using a dispensers, the normal dispensers, which is a hot and cold. So we are, so we are using a one pipeline from top to each and every floor, and so that they are getting a water at each floor. So that
We have hundreds of farmhouses all around.
Yeah.
So where I stay,
I know, sir.
thousands of farmhouses are there, and they all need it.
They all need it, absolutely.
Yes. Thank you.
So
I'll be in touch with you, sir.
anytime,
Thank
sir.
you.
Please, my pleasure.
Okay. Nice presentation. Thank you very much. We'll be in touch.
Thank you, sir. Sure.
Bye.
NSM, sir. NSM.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gopiji. Very
Yes,
good.
sir. Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Mr. Gopi.
You are doing human service, Gopiji, for everyone.
I know, sir. Thank you, Gopi sir.
Gopi,
Thank you for connecting with everybody.
Thank you, Gopi.
Very
Thank you, sir.
passionate.
Thank you,
Gopi,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, Gopi.
Bye.
And Sanjay, we will get in touch. We are in Chennai, so this HCL project is interesting. We'll get in touch with you.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Anytime, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else has a question? One last question we can take. Anyone else has a question? Sanjana? NSM?
Can I ask something?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Sir.
please.
Yeah, I am very happy because the Nobel laureate Omar, he has found this method for from desert to extract water. So our topic is as relevant as 2026, Nobel Prize. So thank you, Mr. Garg.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
In Chennai, we have a woman-led company which is doing similar things. But I understand, I was asking the economics, but what I understand is that they supply to the army where water source itself is not there. So, I mean, that's what I came to understand. I am a professor in Anna University. Our former vice chancellor, Professor Velraj, is working with this company. This company is called Aro Nero.
Aero Nero. I know.
Run
Aero
by a
Nero.
woman. she's a cricketer. She used to represent India in cricket long back, then migrated to Australia and things like that. So I'm just giving us a so that I mean, but the where I was wondering where she is marketing her products, and I came to know that she's supplying to the army, especially places where there is no source of water whatsoever. Thank you. That's all my comment.
Absolutely, sir. So fortunately that yes, I had a conversation with somebody in Aero Nero number of times, not number of times, rather a couple of times, in a few exhibitions and the conferences. So I know that they are doing a great job and putting up a machine. So definitely, thank you. So army is definitely a potential market over here. And if I'll give you a brief about this defense segment, or particularly to the army segment, in a places like Ladakh, they are transporting a water through donkeys. So that kind of a scenario is there. So that's the information which I got it when I approached them. That's a very costly to them. Number one. Number two is again, so doing these kind of an exercise is really not. So this way they are transporting the water uh, during those days. Yes, sir.
Anyone else has a questions? No. So thank you very much, Mr. Sanjay, for taking your time out on
Thank
a
you,
Sunday
sir.
morning.
Thank you,
with us.
everyone. Thanks for your listening me and your comments and your queries. And we'll be in touch with you. So I've just
Yes,
shared
sir.
my
Yes,
numbers
Sanjay.
and email IDs. So
Yeah.
would love to be
Sanjay,
part
when
of
you
it.
travel this side next, you let me know.
Yeah, sir. I keep on doing that one, and maybe in April also I'll be there.
Yeah.
As I said, that we Mr. P.S. Natesh generally
Yeah.
he represents us over there in that market.
Yeah.
Anytime, let us know. Sure, sir. Thank
All
you.
the best. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Thank you very much.